course of, man, you're going back probably close to 20 years. You know, we competed against each other. It'd be interesting to go back and see how many games we actually played against each other. But there was always a high level of respect. And then, you know, there's not a lot of times that we've talked about the rivalry per se, more so just how you did things, you know, how we did things. Because you go up and down that hallway right now, there's a lot of national championship rings. And that's what's exciting about this entire staff. Everyone's on a mission to do things better than they've ever been before. And I'm just excited to be a small part of it.
What's the transition?
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
From the coach, just from an individual standpoint, because fans look at it, it's like, well, what new players are we getting? But you're assembling a team too with you. Coach Eckendorf said his brother played with you, I think.
Yeah, I played with Cole.
So discovering long lost relationships. Hey, I know you, or I know you through. Just what's that been like as you guys build that camaraderie?
Yeah, there's just a ton of change, right? With change comes growth. And change isn't a bad thing. Change can be good, and change with the right people for the right reasons can be paramount. So, no, I think it's just fun, like trying to figure out each other, like, and then like the football standpoint, like trying to figure out, okay, what they all did, how I see offensive football, how I want to activate things offensively. I mean, just trying to really figure out. You're finding out new things every single day. You know, from coach to coach, coach to player. I mean, you're just finding out new things, and that's where the fun in this journey is going to be. And just consistent growth with championship urgency to accomplish what we want to accomplish is exciting.
Hey, Coach, I just want to say hi. My name is Ben Hutchins.
Hey, Ben.
I write for the Quad City Times.
Awesome.
I was wondering, how much have you evolved as a play caller since you last did it in 2023, I think?
Yeah, 2023 would have been my last year calling it.
Yeah.
You know, I have not called a game with the coordinator to quarterback communication headset, be able to talk to him right on the field. So all of my ways to activate plays, right, have either been, you know, signal, just sending in from the sideline, you know, off of a wristband. I've never been able to just say the play call to the quarterback. So that whole, like, concept and way of communication and being able to ease some signals, not use signals as much, still huddle. But that's just one small thing that is going to play a big part even in our game planning and how we want to communicate the plays to the field. So, no, but like my thought process and philosophy of calling plays, like to be the most physical team in the nation is paramount. That's the standard. And if we can't reach that standard, it's going to be tough sledding. But the foundation of going out there and, like, not literally, but mentally starting a fight, like, that's what we want to do. And go out there and play with a level of physicality that's you know, that's our standard. So that's what I'm excited about, because you got a lot of hungry guys in this locker room right now.
When I hear that, I immediately think of running the ball, trenches, that kind of warfare, physical play that way. Is that an accurate assessment, or is there more to that philosophy?
No, it's dictating the terms at the line of scrimmage, multiple ways. You can still be physical and be in 10 personnel. You can be in physical and be in 14 personnel. You can still be physical and throw the football. We want to establish the run. That's a standard. You know, and if you look at the course of, like, how I called offense over the last, you know, my 5 years as a coordinator at North Dakota State, how we were here in 2024, Coach Mauser did an unbelievable job. The offensive identity that I was a part of with the Detroit Lions, like, that's about grit and physicality. I mean, Dan Campbell in his press conference was talking about biting kneecaps off. Like, we want to go out there and throw haymakers. You know, that's the identity and how we want to establish offensive play.
Is that go, Rob?
David Montgomery.
Yeah.
What was your relationship like with him?
No, that's great. I mean, he's one of, if not the best player to ever come through the school. And just seeing his daily workings as a professional, like true professional, work ethic, curiosity to learn. You know, it's just, and then an unbelievable football player. Like, you know, in my time there, I was in charge of, you know, a lot of the short yardage, and how many different ways can you get David Montgomery the ball? Because it may not be blocked for a yard, but you know he's going to get a yard. So I just think unbelievable professional, and a huge fan of his. He's got a lot of good years ahead of him still. The way in which he prepares, the way in which he plays, the style play, like he's an elite running back in the NFL still.
You mentioned, you know, hey, it'd be fun to go back and think about how many games I played against Jimmy in college. Are there any specific moments, though, you remember, maybe of him with the long hair, you know, on that team?
I don't. You know, the most I remember him is as a coach, right? And just I mean, honestly, I mean, is it 20 games that we played against each other from player and coach? I don't know. It's got to be close. But just those battles, right? You know, the things that always come to mind, it's probably us as coaches is you always remember the negative ones and the ones you lost, and you shouldn't. But there's a lot of joy and moments in some of those really big wins too. But again, it just comes down to having the utmost respect in how they operated as a program, and just the competition that we had.